Streaming. InShalla and Ashe. As always, blessings to you, my energetic beings. I am multi-streaming on the highways today. However, on the cosmic menu, we have what I have coined as a cosmic stellium, bringing in a trifecta of energy through our solar plexus and our sacral. So when these lower energetic centers align, they then become spiritually connected or source connected energy. So have you had any amazing insights as of yet, those spiritually induced ones, signs and sigils? So I really had an amazing vision this morning utilizing shapes to create a spiritual manifestation. So I'm going to be creating that, utilizing the wave of this eclipsed moon, just bringing it forward. So you may feel your emotions shifting from a state of freedom and adventure into the realm of being precision, authority, leading, hopefully with heart, grounding, stuff like that, earthy energies. It's moving into Capricorn. So we go from this Sagittarius moon into the sensation of these heavy earthly emotions, which are Capricorn. So our intuition channel is online. However, if you can, keep your thoughts very high vibe, optimistic venue. For example, moving from a scarcity mindset to, say, a millionaire mindset, whatever that looks like, valuing yourselves and raising that frequency and flipping the switch in creation. But with that, welcome to Wisdom of Wednesday, the daily snippet. I am your host, a practicing holistic shaman and medium, otherworldly life coach, a subtle energetic surgeon, if you will. But I do go by the term holistic shamedium, just blending those two words, which is actually holism, shamanism, and mediumship in the container. I'll just combine into one. But my intention is to utilize the power of these indigenous technologies, the elemental realms, the original blueprint, our own inner codex, if you will, to navigate our soul's harmonic through the realm of the elementals and the elemental highways into the imaginal realms, the cosmos, with these subtle energy elements and these elemental beings, with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, if you will, maintenance and otherwise, to really add to the juice, your personal container. But my goal is truly to authentically merge the wisdom of these indigenous ways with these subtle realms into that etheric highway to assist you into navigating your prime directive, your inner genius, the star that I believe we all are, authentically trying to shine our light, right? Just reintroducing you to the magical being that I believe resides within each and every one of us. So our inner light, our star, can shine brighter. But my name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. So with the cosmic highway and the frequency today, just to engage and like get her done, movement is a thing, action is a thing, exercise, yoga, anything that really stretches your neck, even getting a massage, and really adding emotion into what you wish to manifest. That'll send out the wave, if you will, like a sound wave. It's time to initiate, like an initiation of what we feel or sense that we may produce from our heart center, being heart-centric. So all of our sense perceptions, the intentions to produce, really come into this magical play, if you will, on the stage. What does our heart wish to really produce and create and to take center stage, and opening a door to that? So I'm going to muse, since we are musing. And again, before we begin, are you seeing message 1, 2, or 3? Which I've gotten a little creative today. Let's see, here we are. Bing, you're not going to see me, but we have message 1 has the tiger's eye. Message 2 has, honestly, I don't know what that stone is. I can't see it. And 3 obviously is in amethyst. So just take a little time and space there and decide which card you wish, or you can just blend them all, but take a breath and a pause. And I will hold space for that as well. And if you're just jumping on, we are pulling some cards. Whew, okay. So our first message, if you picked card 1, it's the Queen of Emotion. So this is love, it's emotional intuition, it's that intelligence, it's our solar plexus and the sacral merging together. So this is creativity, it's joyful connection, meaningful, it could be relationships, self-care, self-love, the sea of emotions, right? Just accessing how we truly feel and sharing our sacred juice, our personal love story with the others, just creating from the heart. It's like the tentacles of experience and seeing the stream streaming off, or tentacling off, if you will. So rising from the deep within the caverns of the ocean, the queen is really connected to all the flows. She's the unconscious bridge between the space of the heart and the world that flourishes around the bounty. So she's got this watery nature, and she's inviting us to flow into these portals of self-discovery, just working with our own waves, if you will, like the ocean, to grow compassion and passion itself, and just connecting back to our truest emotions. Validating those emotions, all of our emotions. So she's asking us to seek this alignment so that our actions, words, thoughts, breath, our fires, all beat in rhythms with our own innate true feelings, our authenticity, and seeing ourselves as we authentically are, feeling our essence as we truly feel. So this nurturing, caring energy is one that washes away those unhealthy attachments and bubbling down through the earth, the frequency of the earth plane, to create foundations of sacred space and even those relationships. So it allows for strong empathy without the energetic baggage or taking on other people's stuff. So you too may have been cleaning out the cosmic cobwebs since about 6 months ago for myself. But this breeds intuitive creativity. It's small pockets of this devotional joy flowing in from yesterday, if you tuned into yesterday's snippet. But fall into this queen's flowing compassion. Be like the sea and flow in and out of breath. Just be in that synchronicity, that resonance, and just waiting in the comforts on both sides of this threshold within our own unique heart song. But being that she is otherworldly, I mean, this really is a connection to the emotional field. It's cleansing that field. It's bringing our emotional field to our heart's manifestations to ground them. And feelings are a powerful source, right? They're really this unseen force until like you hit that wave and they like, they can be a tornado or a hurricane, right? Or the Bermuda Triangle even. Just using. Following the queen of emotions, we have the 9 of emotions. So 9 is also the energy of today. It's an action energy. Emotions, the moon, Capricorn. So it's kind of like leading with our actions, initiating actions through our feelings. So it really is kind of feeling the threads of the moon. So this is a gift from the universe. It's our dreams being manifested. It's enjoying those rewards. It's feeling satisfied and having that fulfillment. And the gifts, you know, it's a positive message from spirit, these gifts. So it's like prompting us to have a rainbow recognition or a connection. And sometimes it's just as simple as like floating. And the universe doesn't give beautiful endings to those who simply have a talent, confidence, faith, or wisdom. It grants them to those who are brave enough to really go after what they want, initiating, right? So the belief that is needed, only that you are enough to begin. Belief, right? So you don't need to totally be there, if you will, yet to know that you are worthy, loved, you are whole. So just put one foot in front of the other. It's all about the baby steps. So when you wish your dreams to life, like how big are you making them? Are you keeping them luminescent enough? Are they lighting up the stage to keep you going when things maybe get a little dark and shadowy? Or do they light the way when you forgot why you wanted them in the first place, right? So just remember that it can be easy, that it is easy really, and that you too have everything you need to really reach out and just accept this gift, this bounty from the universe. It's not the other, it is yours, and make a choice to really go get it because your gift really is on its way. This is like a tasteful life of wishes, bringing the ups and the downs of those hopeful strings and stirrings. You know, after all, our learning really sings, and our satisfaction is rewards that spring forth from the bubbling spring, if you will, the juice. So I would take getting the gifts from the universe. You know, the gate is open for that. So just musing. But our final message, if you picked number card 3, or you just wanted to listen to them all, and hang on, because I have to scroll a little here. There I am. Ding. The Hanged Muse, if you will. So this is about flipping our perspective, seeing things new, birthing new ideas, being in the flow with the universe and letting go. The new vantage points leading to new knowledge, if you will. It's being empathetic and understanding. It's also our spiritual lessons, though, and having insightful exposure, like a movie when you expose like the film, the camera, the light. So you can see she is actually floating up to the top of the world, but she has her knees hooked on this timeline for her journey. So she is long overdue for a pause, right? Have you ever felt like that? Like you need to take that breath and that pause and elevate to an augmented, I guess, the spiritual acumen, that timeline. So things below possibly have been gaining like a huge deal of out of controlness, maybe in your village, your world. So it's like with that deep inhale, taking that breath and also that pause. This is where she sings into timelessness to enjoy every moment in that pause point, if you will. The void taking the pause. So this gift, she lets out of like trying to control it all, you know, allowing the truth to really flow the surface of her awareness. So whatever wisdom that we are being gifted today, we will be able to implement later. So this Hanged Muse is kind of asking us to really take a bird's eye view, a glimpse of our life, and possibly just reading or pinpointing out many years, I guess, of things that we cannot change, and to just really let them go. And just remembering that we see through the lens of our own stories, right? Everybody has an opinion, and they're all right and they're all wrong. That's why they're called opinions. But they're all fashioned only by our own perceptions and our experiences. So when we gift ourselves truly the liberty of malleable thinking, we can really change our reality just with a simple swing on the timeline of life. You know, it's a perspective, it flips, and our ego becomes witty and kind of sarcastic, I bet. But then reality kind of rips and parts and strips and pieces, just shredding. So by surrendering in those clips, that's when we really let go. So it slips. And then a total eclipse, only of love, peace, joy, happiness, integrity, my go-tos, exists in that container. So are you adding to your best timeline ever, right? That's kind of what this reminds me, is like doing better, like, and we know we can, right? So there's no need to hold back. And it's, I mean, it is the solar plexus. It's bright. It's a shiny car. We've got those pyramids at the base. So that's like creativity. It's triangles. So I'm actually going to do a ritual today with symbols. I'm kind of excited to see how this plays out for me. Total download. However, if you haven't already, please do be kind and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have already, blessings to you, and you too for just watching. Tanya D. And also go ahead and hit the bell button so you too are notified. And also, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, or commenting on the video, and just remember, a comment or a share gets you a message for your day, just saying. But that really helps with the algorithm to echo out to other like-minded musers in the galactic universe who also muse about the insights of the other world, spirit, source, otherworldly beings, and so much more, along with other social channels like TikTok, Instagram, and my Musing with Tanya D podcast, which I'm dedicating to the Archangel of Gemini, arriving on Monday. So be sure to find that in your inbox as well. And if your soul truly wishes or resonates and you wish to really dive deeper into the realms of the other world, head on over to my Musing Corridor, where I have a digital library of muses to assist you, to guide you. I really am your shamanic assistant. You really are your own healer. I just play in the elemental realm for a different perspective, opening your eyes to maybe something you may not have thought of before. And with all of that, on the elemental highway, we have a Yin Metal Goat of a day, a Xin Wei, the greatest of all time, right? I love goat days. So the goat also, just to give you an idea here, that's the southwest direction in time and space in your home or where your work or even in your car. So if you are born the year of a goat, anyone out there, this is the area of your home that needs to be, how do I say? This is the space of relationships and intimacy, plus how the stars fly and Chinese feng shui methodologies. There's a bunch of little corridors out there. But if you are having those relationship challenges, maybe you want a relationship, check out this area, this space in your home. Does it need some love? Maybe it needs some new paint. Maybe it needs some flowers. Is it clean? Is it cluttered? So yeah, and then the snake is actually the southeast corner, and the tiger is the east. So there's, directions in time and space where you can activate different areas in your home to shift the energies, actually. But yeah, we have a balance between the yin and the yang today. We've got yin on the day. On the month, we've got yin and yang, and then the year is very yang. So it's kind of curved in that direction, but we're going to have a fire direction. We're actually in it right now. Maybe I'm all fiery. But at the hour of the horse, which is between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. But we have all of the elementals today. Our day is rooted in storage in the snake. I feel water, but water's not rooted either. So our day is kind of weak. Metal is weak, born in the season of the summer, because fire elementally, even though we just see that on the snake, it's growing, it's becoming stronger, and it's gonna get stronger in the season. So our day does need support, which is the goat. The goat supports the metal to grow, to birth forth, and they're kind of in that same area of the house. I'm only in that area, that's why I'm pointing over here. But our day needs support. The yang water on the year is going to actually make our day shine, make it shiny. So the nature is actually controlling the earth, which is also strong and growing in the summer month. The earth, more so than nature. It's like bursting through, right? It's a whole process. But our day does have the neighborhood. This is like a flamboyant god, however, it's indirect wealth. So this would mean that our resources or wealth comes to this person like an inheritance or winning the lottery. It's getting or acquiring wealth, not of your own efforts. Like you don't create the wealth that you receive. So then it has no value generally if it's gifted without gratitude. But this is creative, it's communicating abilities, but it's also a strong sex appeal or a sex drive. It's usually energetic, chatty, unpredictable, has a flair for a foul mouth or language, lots of swearing, sexual innuendos, loving too much, taking risks, which can also lead to those negative behaviors like addictions and gambling and stuff like that, right? Addiction in general all resonates in different energetic centers. However, on the year here, the yang water tiger with our day and all the other characters at play here, we have a worldly god called performing. So, or an otherworldly god. Yeah, an otherworldly god. It's called performing. So these are people who have natural performers. They love being on the stage in the limelight. Some of the world, so this is global. It's not just in our neighborhood. These are the greatest entertainers, singers, actors, etc. They're globally known. If you have the super god or talent, metal is probably what I was actually utilized for today, and possibly a soil, wet soil that's been watered to ground into elementally. So connect with your thoughts and your feelings today. Pay attention to your insights that are otherworldly. Those are the gifts or the bounty of the universe. See or feel or do both. Actually, I do both. See, sense, feel, all of the sensors into the future that you really want to activate today. And utilize being mindful in your initiations, those activations, and be sure that you are within your heart space. So it's when our intuition, the universe gifts us. That's when it's in sync with our feelings, which the Queen and the 9 of emotions today, that's kind of that same frequency as our emotions. So when we open the door to take the actions to initiate, to produce, we begin producing, right? We are the producer. So it's time to begin. Maybe you have a higher karmic purpose, and there's always two opposing forces, right, to karma. There's the good or the not so good, and then there is the zone of neutrality. So this could be a spiritual vision quest, or what is the next step that you wish to take in connection with spirit, whatever that looks like. Mine's always the elementals or otherworldly beings, usually. Not always elementals, but most of the time, I guess. Yeah. Just taking the initiative, the first step, baby steps, and feeling into the feelings, affirming the good feels, and then you're going to know that you are ready when the feeling is like juicy, authentically in alignment. So the universe is really giving us the gift to guide us through this process. So really be sure to take action for the things and the intentions that are really, truly in alignment, and your heart can identify with the feelings, the feelers. Just feeling into what stair, if you will, the cosmic highway, the stairway of our life's purpose. Like, where do we truly belong on that stairway to spirit? So I would be totally, my thing is always a breath and a pause before responding within your environment today. And know that we are creating, we are producing, we are manifesting. It's like our streams of light today, those tendrils. So with the elemental realm, we need metal. I would use the seed sound of metal. The Sammy the snake, all this is in the show notes. The solar plexus, the sacral, the crown, and the earth star. So we got a lot of options there. So you could visualize a color coming down through the crown, whether it's yellow or orange, taking this initiation to the earth star of what you wish to create in your village, and bring it into your heart's core, your personal prime directive, your inner genius. But you could also utilize your heart center, but sometimes it really is a great idea to cleanse the palette of our other energetic centers to get them in the flow, and just be excited, add passion to your personal chalice, and step into the light of your purpose to manifest. Be like nature, our authenticity, our ability to transform and change and lead with your spiritual heart, and then take it to the spiritual ego, if you will. So it's being led by spirit, and then ego initiates. I guess that's how that looks out. But I would affirm that I am acting or engaging, you decide, with spirit, climbing into my skin with those mindful intentions and feelings. So it's like bliss, the sound of the singers of the realm. And also, just a quick announcement, the Rising of the Origins is coming soon to a virtual highway near you. Just utilize the link in the show notes. And also, if you could comment your favorite part of my musing or my daily snippet, that would be amazing. I just am feeling into my own feels of how I want to navigate my daily snippet. But with that, as always, thanks for tuning in, liking, commenting, and sharing. And as always, I will see you on the other side. Blessings to you. Make it a juicy universal gifting day.